So basically the idea behind the oboe is to press your lips together against the double reed and make it vibrate back and forth to create a sound. And then the oboe amplifies that sound, and you can manipulate the sound through your keys. Yeah, that's just a very technical thing. Basically, you blow through the reed and you press buttons to make different sounds. So to play the reed, you need to press your lips and kind of pucker them, so kind of like that. And then you got to press your top teeth and bottom teeth that are kind of the front, I want to say 2 or 4, and like on the reed, and then just close your mouth. So. Okay, so the first fingering I'll teach you is, let's hope this is the right way. I'll teach you that G right there, and I'll just assume you know how to read the treble clef. So I will teach you how to play a G on the treble clef. So for a G on the treble clef, you take your oboe and you press down the first, second, and third key, and then you leave the rest of your fingers, and then you kind of want to make your mouth loose because it's a lower note and it isn't as much of a higher note as maybe a high D or a high E, so just kind of let your mouth go a little bit, and if it helps, kind of press the sides of the reed together to make it a little bit wider before you play it, and that usually helps get it out. So. And work needs to be done in the oboe, so yeah, it does squeak a little bit. The next note I will teach you, so that's the G. G equals 3. The next note is A, that one, and that's just 2 fingers. If you've played flute or saxophone, these are the exact same fingerings. If you haven't, then just remember you need to cover these 2 holes. Remember you have to cover the holes. So an A sounds like, and then remember still nothing's down. I'm just resting my hands. I'm not like pressing down or anything. And then the third note is B, which is 1 finger, and you know, I'm just gonna mix it up, and I'm gonna add a 4th note, which is your C. So C, you play your first finger and your other first finger, and so. So right now, you should know how to play G through C. So G, A, B, and C. You can play various harmonies with this. I'm just going to cut the bullshit. You can't play any songs with 4 notes, but you can play Hot Cross Buns. That's a good song. Yeah. If you haven't learned tonguing yet, basically you can slur a note, which is like, or you can tongue it, so it's like. Tonguing is basically just touching your tongue to the reed and kind of making a tss sound right before you play the note, and that articulates it. It's kind of like when a person's drunk, you know how they kind of meld all their words together, but in normal speech we kind of just articulate and we make sure each word is separate. That's how I kind of learned it in 4th grade. So there's a lot of pieces where there's just all slurs, and those are kind of slow, maybe adagio pieces or fast pieces. It can be anything, but you're gonna probably have to tongue a lot. So basically, you just do that tss on the reed. It's like touching your tongue to the reed before you play a note, and that kind of articulates it. I hope this was helpful. I'll probably do more of these, but now you know those 4 notes, and if you want to leave a comment at the bottom, maybe a way that I can expand this or something, like maybe write a piece for you guys or something that's like 4 notes long. I don't know. Just give me feedback if you actually even like this, because if you don't, I'll take it down. So, yep.